Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So it's Saturday morning, and you can probably tell I haven't been getting good sleep these last couple of days. I've kind of backtracked a little bit. I've been busy making the Ganesh out of bismuth, anodizing it, and all that. And I know why I've been kind of binge pouring bismuth as of late. We have a few days off next week after the. I work at a community college now after some exams, and I want to get all of this out of the way and maybe take a trip somewhere. And I thought this would be a great time to record a video about work-life balance now that it's on my mind. Why do I make bismuth art? Let's backtrack a little bit. The reason is that I want to have a second income so that I can feel less pressure at my job. Right? I had a toxic job not that long ago. This one doesn't seem to be a problem, although I do have to keep my eyes open, of course. And it really helps to have a second income, and plus it's something that I like, right? Bismuth usually doesn't become toxic to me, right? It doesn't sexually harass me. It doesn't play favorites, right? The people who buy it from me might, right? But I haven't ran into that a lot, right? Actually, I run into more trouble with the people I buy raw bismuth from, right? A lot of times, you got these blue collar workers who sometimes don't have any class, right? Let's put it that way. I've run into a few scams and a few snafus, and but I take it in stride. And plus, once it passes, right? You just learn not to buy it from whoever it is, right? There's a million places to buy bismuth from, and it's not a chronic like day in and day out thing, right? So it's a less toxic thing for me. Now, a lot of my coworkers are married, have kids, and they often need me to fill in for other stuff. And then it dawned on me part of the reason I even need to think about a side hustle is because if I lose my job, I don't have a spouse who's also working, right? And that's something that often gets lost, right? When I was working at another university and not that long ago, I was routinely asked to donate my paid time off to my colleagues who had COVID issues, who had no childcare, or whatever the situation is. And then it dawned on me that vacation time is actually pretty precious to me because if I lose my job, that becomes like extra unemployment pay, right? But a lot of my colleagues don't see it that way, right? They forget that not having a spouse means not only not having somebody to take care of, but also nobody to take care of me, right? Um, that's the unfortunate thing. People forget about that part. If I had a spouse, who was taking care of all the other chores, I probably wouldn't be up till 4 a.m. pouring bismuth art. Not that it's a problem, but it highlights that singles have other challenges, right? It's not that singles have no challenges, right? Get that squarely into your head. Um, anyway, uh, I'll probably never want to give away my vacation time. In fact, next time somebody asks, I'll straight up tell them, that this is time that I probably need in case something were to happen to my job. Or maybe even straight up say that because that's something I think most people can relate to, right? The other thing is nowadays I actually do want to look for not necessarily a romantic partner, but a partner in life, and that's that doesn't come free either, right? In terms of time and money, right? And unfortunately, people don't see that. They see the immediate. I don't have money for. I don't have time to take care of my children. I have COVID or whatever the situation is. What they forget is that a lot of things are cumulative, right? You don't go out on a Saturday and look for your future partner, right? You look for your future partner an hour at a time, a moment at a time, right? And unfortunately, a lot of that is sacrificed for when somebody actually does have a child or whatever the situation is. Not that that's a problem. I wish it went both ways, right? If I had given my colleague, what was it, 6 vacation days that time, and in return, she introduces me to people who are interested in bismuth or uh, playing shogi competitively. Yeah, I can kind of see the camaraderie there, right? But it doesn't, right? It only goes one direction, right? All right. Thought I would point out some pointers for how we could have some balance in our lives. This is the Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum.